All right, back one final time here at Folsom Field. It's Media Day 2021 for the football team, and all you got to do is just all of a sudden glance at your computer screen. You see the hair, you know who we're talking to. Brady Russell, tight end out here for the Buffaloes. And by the way, he walked up and dropped it down, so he had it up.
I did have it up in the bun. Had to let it down for the interview.
That's pretty strong. It was about a year ago. Wasn't it about a year ago when I tweeted out that photo at you when I had my mullet back in the day?
It was about a year ago.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It was glorious.
Yeah, it was glorious. Now you decided. I thought you were going to go with a mullet this year.
I thought I was too, but I had enough family members and friends. They're like, dude, you can't let it go yet. So I don't know when it's gonna happen. One day the mullet's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I can't tell you when.
I did ask him here, I don't know, a week or so ago. I said, "You gonna cut that thing off?" And you said your mom wants you to keep it.
My mom wants me to keep it. My dad wants me to keep it, which
really?
is weird because my dad was in the military. But
Right, that is strange.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he's jealous is what
again, there's a Samson thing going on here. I'm afraid if he cuts it, maybe he'll lose strength or something.
I know.
So you got to be
Something like
careful.
that.
How's camp going for you?
It's going awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been fun working back into it and being, because spring I was still a little bit limited, but now I'm just full go getting after it, banging heads. So
That had to be tough last year. You had the ankle injury and you couldn't get out there. That had to be tough on you.
Absolutely, it was tough, but I could apply my energy in different ways. So it was tough, but it was rewarding getting to help some younger guys and bring them along too.
Yeah, tight end's going to be an important part of this offense this season, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. In all sorts of ways, all sorts of new things that Coach Durrell brought with him, and it's going to be fun to see the ways we can get implemented into the game.
You know, I think when we think of tight ends in kind of modern football, you think of guys being blockers and guys being pass catchers. You kind of pride yourself in doing both, don't you?
Yeah, versatility is definitely probably the top of my list of what I pride myself on, because there's not a lot of guys that can do both. Those guys that you see, not all of them for granted. Like, you can't say all of them. Like George Kittle's a good example where he loves blocking, but he also does a real good job running after the catch.
Yeah.
But I want to say I'm not George Kittle, but that's one way I want to emulate my game is being in the pass game, being very reliable, and then also I love getting after it with my hand in the dirt. So.
You need to remind me here, when you first came here, it was a walk-on and earned a scholarship here. Did they project you as a tight end? Or were they looking at you as a linebacker? Or what were they thinking when you first got here?
They had me at outside backer, and then they told me I could go to either meeting that I want. So I was doing outside linebacker meetings and tight end meetings.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you remember Gary Bernardi, but
yes,
he told me one day I was in a tight end meeting, and he said, "Why do you keep going to those outside backer meetings? You think you're Superman or something?" And I never went back to the outside back because I stayed at tight end after that.
All right.
Yep.
And you played that in college, right? You were in high school, rather. You played tight end.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. How do you improve your hands?
I think my family's going to laugh when they see this. The biggest credit to playing amazing catches on the trampoline as a kid.
Oh, is that right?
I had to stand wherever I caught the ball. I could only catch it with one hand.
Okay.
And so I'd be over on this side of the trampoline. They'd toss it over here real quick and I have to lay out.
Right.
I think to this day, me and my grandpa playing amazing catches on the trampoline, that's where the credit comes from.
What was he throwing at? Was it a football he was throwing at you?
Yeah,
was
the
it something
football.
Else? It was a football.
Yeah, that's all I wanted ever since I was a kid.
Did you ever play any other sports? Were you a baseball guy or basketball guy?
I did. I was a track guy.
Were you?
My grandpa was a track coach. He won like 40-something national championships at Arkansas.
Yeah.
So I love track, but I didn't stick with it very long because I was so far behind maturity-wise that I needed every second in the weight room I could get in the off-season.
Okay. What events were you involved in?
The 400.
Were you really?
Yep. That was my favorite. I never practiced it because I hate practicing for it, but I was good at going out and running it.
You were a lot thinner back then, though, too.
I started high school at 140. It was 240 by the end. So.
Okay. What do you weigh right now?
250.
250 pounds.
Yep.
Is that where you want? Is that optimal for you?
Yeah, I like sticking anywhere between 45 and 55.
Okay.
So.
What was your off-season like?
Off-season was awesome. It was really productive with Coach Turley in there. It was kind of a change-up, so I was doing new things that I hadn't done before.
Yeah.
So it felt like I had a lot of gains in a lot of different places that I haven't necessarily worked as much before.
Yeah. Did you and Brady and I have this in common. We do a little team roping. Did you go do any team roping this summer?
I didn't get out as much as I wanted to.
All right.
I was out on the boat almost every weekend with our old punter Alex.
Doing some fishing.
Oh yeah, doing a little bit of fish. I don't know if it was much fishing, but it was a lot of casting.
Well, that's why they call it fishing and not catching, right? Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, we're looking forward to getting you back in the field this season.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to being on the field this season.
All right. Brady Russell, look for him. Number 38, tight end for the Colorado Buffaloes. September 3rd is when they open up against the Bears of Northern Colorado. That'll wrap things up here on Media Day as we get ready for the brand new season. I'm voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Go Buffs.